Richmond's long-held streak of peaceful protest ended. To begin the event last night, we had a feel for that something was amiss for about a week before that. A flyer and different versions of a particular flyer were going around the city of Richmond that we believe originated outside the city of Richmond. And anyone who saw that flyer or read that flyer could clearly feel its tone. Its tone was to have intimidation and fear into the community. And that was a cry and a rally to come into Monroe Park last night, anywhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, in which individuals, several hundred individuals did. Once those individuals did leave the park, they walked peacefully for a while throughout the streets of Richmond until they came upon the police department. These individuals, once they got to the police department, became very aggressive verbally towards the officers who were there. That quickly escalated to throwing of bricks, batteries, rocks at officers. Officers who had to protect themselves with shields, and I will give them great praise for their patience in that arena. A dispersal order was given. The officers continued to take the rocks, the bricks, and the batteries being thrown at them for quite some time. That continued on. It was beyond the point that we could have taken action. When we were forced to take action was when the individuals in this crowd, and I'm going to just be blunt, these rioters in the crowd, or the rioters, this riotous crowd, set a dump truck on fire there at police headquarters, which became an entirely different situation. The fire department, and that's what Chief Carter is here to speak on now, responded, and in the heat of the battle themselves, inserted themselves into the heat of the battle to extinguish the fire. Without shields and without the training of the police department, they were there, and they actually they were actually assaulted too with the same bricks, batteries, and rocks that were being thrown. It was a very tense situation, and I just would like to, before I bring Chief Carter up to speak on the fire, or the fires that we saw throughout the night, I would like to thank the fire department for, just as well as the police department, for putting themselves between these rioters and the people of Richmond. What they did, especially the firemen, because they were not trained, or the firefighters, they were not trained, they did not have shields, but they still sat there and they put that fire out until we had to, in fact, use munitions.